Trusty ape, making healthy decisions, and doing a thing now as opposed to some other time. I tried to make some adjustments. Looks like they've worked. No more vibrating. I'll have to remember to turn that back on. Alright, so this is going to be a brief presentation for those who lack empathy. Oh, no, that's not the right. You son of a bitch. I'm not losing my hair yet, you goddamn motherfuckers. Oh, alright. Okay. So we learned some things since the last time we were here. See? We researched and we found the
if
video.
If you got hit, even if you were not driving, you need to try this.
Because if you were
got in a car accident, don't call a lawyer. Use this free AI tool instead. That's how I walked away with $93,000 from what.
I'm shaky making this video because
the heavily monetized video from Service Exile here. So I had previously said I had thought that she said she deleted this video, but apparently she did not delete this video, and so it's still available on the channel. And we're gonna go to I'm being emotionally abused by, quote, Christian parents.
I'm shaky making this video because I'm not supposed to talk about it. Okay? I'm not supposed to talk about it. One, I know that after me making this video and being truthful about what is happening to me and my siblings, I'll get kicked out. So, also my dad stalks my YouTube, and he stalks all of my YouTube channels my entire life, so he's going to be seeing this video, and he's going to be very angry with me and yell at me, okay? Because he does that. So I have the definition of emotional abuse, and this has been my entire life living here. I am 20 years old. I
apparently got copyright strike on the last video because of one of the ads that they ran, which I thought was super weird because I skip through the ads most often. But anyway, there is no chat. That's a lie. You are lying, YouTube.
Trying to move out. I am a migraine patient. I deal with chronic pain, and I
migraines and chronic pain. So sad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Emotionally abused by my Christian parents. So if you could watch this video through so that I can get monetized, that'd be great. Speaking of, I did have a YouTube channel when I was
She's trying to get monetized right now. She succeeded, obviously.
15 to 17 that I spent 2 years of making, and on there I would do cool makeup looks and things because I grew up, my parents put me in face painting at 11, and I have been working face painting since I was 11 years old. Okay? All
right. Where are they now?
And so that was a hobby of mine, but my parents didn't like that I was doing some scary makeup looks at 15 years old for fun. Because it's demonic. Whatever, it's not. It's not. It's because, let's just say, I almost lost my life to one of my siblings, and I forgive her.
Hey, that's fucked up. This whole thing is fucked up. Like, the more you watch, the more fucked up it gets.
And it's not her fault because she has a brain tumor, but you didn't protect anybody, okay? And I know that you said that you've already said sorry and stuff, but you brush it off. You've brushed it off my entire life, and now you're like, here, I'll give you counseling sessions because you can't handle me being so terrified and so scared all the time and having so much anxiety caused by the abusive behavior from my parents. Okay, so what I was going to say is, yeah, I had a YouTube channel from the time I was 15 to 17, and they didn't like what I was posting on there because when I was 17, I posted a short that was, why are you so scared of your
Unpopular opinion, maybe, I don't know if minors should be posting on YouTube, but that's just a thought.
sister, and the short on the other side said, well, it's because, and I didn't say the reason why, but that video got 3 million views. And I was gonna get monetized. And so my parents sat me down and told me that I was a horrible person for trying to tear the family apart. And so my entire life, they are terrified that I will tell the truth of the abuse that has happened to me. Okay? And so 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone with my dad. Okay, I called him because, well, my parents have been ignoring me at home, and so my dad
So you called him on the phone because he was ignoring you IRL?
drove off, and because he's busy with work, and every time I would have conversations with him, he'd be like, I have to provide for this family, I need to work. Okay.
Blame capitalism. It's the capitalist white supremacist patriarchy that is oppressing your family.
I understand that, but I need help. And so I was not getting help for years, okay? So I finally called him and I broke it.
So you couldn't get your mental health treatment because your dad was working? Was that the story?
I usually don't act like this. It's a cycle where I pretend enough around the house, and I wear the clothes that they want, what's acceptable in the house, so that
Religious trauma. Psychological fucking bullshit. You need to dress a certain way, you need to act a certain way, you need to control your speech so that you don't offend anybody, right? Help, I'm being oppressed.
So that I'm not criticized over and over and corrected. So I finally, 2 weeks ago, I lost it because I was like, I can't continue to live in this trap. And so I called my dad and I said, well,
so wait. The last time it was 2 weeks ago. This was the 2 weeks before the 2 weeks. So there's another one 2 weeks before this one, in which the thing takes place. Okay, good enough.
If I could have some food. If I could have some food.
Or no, I'm sorry. This was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, this was like a week before that.
And he said, are you going to work? And I said, yes, I understand I'm going to work. And he said, what do you want? I'm here. But he didn't explain what restaurant he was at. And I was like, well, what restaurant are you at? And he was like, the market, I have a meeting, blah, blah. Like, it feels like I'm in the way. I'm a burden. That's my entire life, that I'm a burden and I'm in the way because I never have time.
I'm a burden because I could not meet you at the restaurant on time. Maybe get an e-scooter.
I'm for you because I can't, no. None of that. So I called him crying, and I was like, I just don't want to feel like a burden anymore. I don't want to, and I want it to know it's okay to ask for food.
If you got hit,
it's
even
okay
as a
to ask for
passenger
food.
Or in an Uber, you need to try this. I'm an attorney. I've been doing this for
AI
years.
generated.
And I'm standing here because most people walk away from act.
What if
Are
I
you a
told
CIA
you that the moment
agent?
your book is published, there could be a giant billboard featuring you and your book in Times Square, and in addition, a video trailer that tells your book's story, a paid advertising campaign.
Burden anymore. I don't want to, and I want it to know it's okay to ask for food. And I don't remember the home phone call, sadly, but basically brought up that I shouldn't have like big emotions.
Hey, what's up, Nerdy Rodin? Good to see you. Yeah, some interesting back and forth there earlier. I was quite intrigued. I had another engagement, but then I got canceled on, so I decided to just do this because I am literally being harassed IRL. But we'll not concern ourselves with that. It doesn't matter too much.
In that I'm overreacting and he shouldn't have to tell me everywhere he's going, and that's not the point. I didn't care where he was going. I just wanted to know that I was seen and loved and that they cared if I was fed or not today. There was no food in the house. I'm sorry that I asked for food from a father who says he just wants to provide for his family. And he told me that I need to get over my past, over that over the fact that I almost lost my life several times. Where my life was threatened several times by one of my siblings. And he said I needed to get over that. And I explained to him if he had been through something like that and someone told him to just get over it, especially from a parent, I don't think that would be...
From a parent. She got pretty specific there. No, I mean, we tolerate what we tolerate, I suppose. I've had worse.
Very loving to hear. I was crying, I was hysterical, but he told me that my parents, he said that him and my mom live in fear of me, that they're terrified of me. But I asked, but after that conversation, I became suicidal, and so I attempted 2 weeks ago, because I was like, if my parents are terrified of me, what's the point of living?
This is a few weeks old. Everybody, hit the brakes, because this has already been through. Yeah, she's had the well check and all of that, which is the subject of the last video. So yeah, not to worry. We're all Hakuna Matata here.
But basically 2 days after I attempted, I asked him, what does that mean? And he said, no, we're not terrified of you. We're terrified.
Hey, Robin, good to see you.
That you're going to tell people the truth about your sister, and that you're going to tell people what happened to you. And we can't have that happen. We cannot have you telling people about your trauma, because it will look bad on us, because my family is all about image. It's all about fitting. It's all about this weird idea about God that I do not agree with. So anyway.
But she is still a Christian in the church. Yeah, to be fair.
Control and monitoring. That's one of the things. Dictating who the victim sees, how they spend their time, or how they manage their money. Okay, so when I was 17, my parents, they took away my YouTube channel because they got scared, because I was addressing a trauma that I had been through, because I wasn't getting help. No one was listening to me. And so what
this is not the first time
they did is they took away my YouTube channel, which I was going to get monetized. And I started that YouTube channel at 15 because my brain was like, I need to start this and work on this for this many years till I turn 18 so I can get out of this house. And they took my one chance of getting out, and I am still here. So I've been doing YouTube for 6 years just to get out of this house, and I am tired. I am tired. Okay? And
Well, that puts a new flavor on it, doesn't it? New flavor. She's been doing YouTube for 6 years to try to get the fuck out of there. So, alright. Yeah, do what you gotta do.
My content has gone on that channel, by the way. They had me delete every single video I made. I made 200 videos of my hard work for 2 years. They made me delete it all because they didn't like it. Okay? Okay. But the control and moderating thing, so they had me take a 6-month sabbatical, and they put me in a room with a Bible, and I wasn't allowed to see a lot of people. I was only allowed to go to church, and that is it. Okay? So that's one. That's just one example. The isolation thing, I don't really know the isolation thing. I mean, we've been homeschooled our whole life. We did tutorials, so I don't think that's a thing, except for that 6-month time where I wasn't allowed to do or see a lot of people, and I was just supposed to be in the room with a Bible. And so basically I went from
like being homeschooled your whole life is the isolation thing. Like, we met hundreds of kids potentially if we were going to a public school that you would not have interacted with in a homeschool. Nerdy says these parents sound like an absolute nightmare. Yep, indeed.
An alternative, goth, like, that's what I like, the music that I like. It was all strict for me, and I had to grow out my hair, and I had to dress a certain way because I was making them uncomfortable for being artistic. Gaslighting and manipulating. Denying that abusive events occurred, or manipulating the victim into questioning their own memory, perception, and sanity. That happens every single day. That happens every single day. Okay? Every single day. One example. Last night, okay, my dad texted me and said, I'm going to be at your counseling session. And I said, no, I would really like to be there by myself. And so I had to text my counselor and say, my dad might show up to this session, okay? So he comes to the session, even though I told him not to. And my counselor and I are having to whisper during our session because...
So she retold this story during the following video. So this is following the video proceeding the video. Okay, yeah, just so we're clear there.
I do not
A multitude of videos.
want him there. I am 20 years old. Yes, he is paying for the counseling session. Yes, I am grateful that he spends his hard-working money to help me, okay? I do not hate my parents, okay? I love
He paid for the counseling session, so therefore he has a right to be there.
my parents, but I cannot be abused anymore. And I want them to notice the effects that they've had on me my entire life because they do not listen to me. And the reason that I am the way that I am, the reason that I have these outbursts is because every time I have a argument or I try to be seen or try to tell them something, my dad ends up yelling at me and putting all this stuff on me, does not take accountability. They say that I have all these problems and we need to figure it out. So let's get you all these doctor's appointments because I have all these problems. You know why
It's all our fault as long as our parents take no accountability.
I have all these problems? It's because of you guys. I didn't come out of the womb with all these problems. Year after year, you have chipped away my want to live because you are abusive. You are emotionally abusive, and I love you guys, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not true. And the reason I'm making a video is because this is my freaking last result to get something through. Okay?
Lock in.
Last resort. Yeah, okay.
Deals on all your
got
game
it.
day snacks and groceries. Store game day deals.
It's the final solution. Are we still sitting pretty? Oh my Jesus. Wait, you're
limited
Jesus.
time,
They're
let me
Jesus.
breathe.
Whose Jesus is
At
it?
Sutter's CPMC, we've been advancing care for over a century. Our
Through. Okay?
Are you depressed yet? I appreciate you. Life doesn't have to be this way, man. There's a better place for you and me.
So that happens every day. But basically, after my counseling session, I told my counselor, I was like, look, he's going to start talking about, you know, where our family's at and all this stuff, and he's going to want to talk about himself and how he's this and that. Literally, when I walk out, he bombards
My fucking phone is vibrational again. I swear I had this shit shut off. They're fucking with me, man. The universe, they're out to get me.
us, and he's like, I want to make sure Molly's telling me the whole truth because I am her father and I love her so much. And just to let you know, Molly and I are like this. We're codependent on each other. I don't agree with that. That freaked me out. That made me so uncomfortable. I do not want to be that way. I have never wanted to be that way. The reason that you think that is because you use me as something to yell at, as something to get your emotions out at. Okay? When I told my father that a Christian man had attempted rape on me, the only thing he thought about was himself. He's like, well, if you report this like, what if they come back and they have more money than us and it makes us look bad? He didn't know.
Up in the church, up in that business. What's going on here? Yeah, I already said poor lady. Yeah, poor young lady. She lacks in life experience. And I don't know. How can we help? Right? I believe Morales manifestations. This fucking guy. It makes me laugh. But I'm like, what are you talking about? What's up, Silverwolf? Good to see you. Yeah, we're looking at some hard shit. There's some hard shit to deal with right here. But it is reality. It's life or something like it.
And he, oh my God, I need to calm down. But I'm literally telling you, like, I still haven't reported that because it's like, I'm not allowed to talk about the harm that is going on. And when I tell my parents about the harm that they're going on, they make me question my own perception and my own sanity and my own memory. And so that is the main thing right here, is that verbal assaults Frequent name-calling, harsh criticism, assault, and extreme sarcasm designed to make the person feel worthless. Yep, every day of my life. I remember growing up and my mom would come into my room and say, I was little, "You're a pig. Get out of my face. I don't want to see you right now. Go away." My mom, I just want to run away. I just want to run away.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've heard some shit like that too. That makes me really question people's parenting strategies, right? Like, and you have to be careful when you're correcting people on that, because they get extremely defensive. They're just like, "Whoa, what the fuck was that?" Yeah, shaming children is absolutely ridiculously wrong.
I would wear black clothes. You stop wearing so much black. It's so annoying. Like, why are you wearing black all the time? Like, that's just demonic. All this fear. This whole family is based on
Were you goth in a Christian household?
fear. Literally, this family, love is through fear, okay? And all my little siblings experience this. My other sister has experienced this. My other sister would tell me that she's gonna get away, and she did get away. She did get away, and she called me the other day, and she told me that our parents are manipulators, and she doesn't want to see them again. When she sees them again, she's gonna put them in their place. Threats. Using threats of physical harm, abandonment, or harm to loved ones or pets as leverage. So my entire life, that even if I ever spoke out or I ever did something that made them uncomfortable or they didn't like, and I'm talking about like telling a mentor that I'm struggling, or having like a poster on my wall that they don't like, or wearing makeup that they feel uncomfortable around, or making a video that's just like, the video's not for God, so like, take it down. You know what I'm saying? Any, like, little things.
Outside of the box, yeah. I can say the last time when I was a youth that I lived with my biological father, we got into an argument. I had hurt myself on the job because I was working underage, and I had hurt myself on the job, and I was told to take time off work by a doctor, right, to recover from that injury. And my biological father burst into the room, and we got into an altercation, right? We were like in each other's faces. It didn't get more physical than that. But he told me I needed to get a job or get the fuck out, essentially. And I left there within a couple days of that incident. And that's the last time as a juvenile that I lived with my biological father. So
it's like every little thing gets monitored. Like, they would threaten to kick me out. They threatened to kick me out at 17. They could do that right now. Like, the day after I attempted suicide, they said, "You need to leave." And the moment after I attempted, I just called my boss. I just called my boss and said, Can I come over? Okay, but literally a couple minutes after I attempted, I went to my dad.
Oh, what's up? Silver said, "Hey, I came in here because I got bored. Prepare to get traumatized as well. It'll be fun." No, Nerdy says we can all get traumatized together. Indeed. I was just putting a cap on the thing that we already did, but you know, it's one of those things. Also, I've had an embarrassingly weird day myself, so why the fuck not? Silver says, yeah, like gentle parenting doesn't always work. True. Got some issues going on there. And Silver says, yeah, I never understood. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing again. Oh, never understood those kinds of parents who would do those things to their children. They should have prepared them before this, but they were unprepared. Oddly enough.
I said, "Look, I attempted suicide, and I'm going to my boss's house." And he just hugged me and he said, "Love you," and went back to work.
Escape the indoors with Cutter Backyard Bug Solutions. From lawn treatment that lasts all summer, or a
Alameda County Fair in Pleasanton is coming to an end, but there's still time to savor delicious food and experience exciting.
His house, and he just hugged me and he said love you and went back to work. Okay, last night I was talking about if I don't even know if I believe in God, and I don't know, and I don't get the point. I was spiraling in front of him, which I should have not done, but I literally am losing it. I feel like a rat in a cage, and I'm realizing things, and then they're like, no, it's okay. No, we love you. We're gonna do all this, and
Despite all my rage.
and the next day it's completely different. My dad told me that, like, fine, you're gonna figure out real soon if God exists or not, because you're gonna go to hell if you kill yourself. Okay, yeah, that's a great thing to say to me right now.
Which you're fighting, then one way forward is to put them in a bucket together. Interesting thought. Yeah, I saw a lot of trauma bonding in the inpatient clinics for sure.
The ER, they said that you will just have to go to a mental hospital, and we drove to the mental hospital, and I did not want to go. I did not go. So that's just the scrape of the surface. The scrape of the surface, just to let you know, there's so much more. That's a scrape.
And these young people, I've got to give them credit. They are much more intelligent than we generally give them credit for. I mean, this is a 20-year-old figuring out things that I'm still wrestling with as nearly double the age. So I throw in no shade, just trying to enlighten with some lived experience, you know.
So just so you know, please watch this video because I want to get monetized, because I was going to get monetized on my other channel when I was 17 years old, and I was going to use that money to get out.
She is now monetized heavily.
Get out of the house.
Support.
So if you could interact this video, share this video. I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to find a roommate, a job, all that thing. So, like, literally, if you want to help somebody out, I would appreciate it, and I want to continue to make content, and I want to continue to live. I just cannot live with these people anymore because it's killing me. It's killing me. So thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate everybody and the support. Yeah, God bless you. I'm sorry if my tone is a little bit loud, and I'm sorry if I'm a little passionate. It's just this has been held in me for so long, and it's just a scratch of the surface. So thank you, and please pray for me. I am so scared that my dad's gonna see this video and I'm gonna get kicked out, and I'm gonna live in my car, and my car has no AC in it. For me to get it fixed.
She is now kicked out and living in a hotel room, not her car, apparently. Although it looks like maybe an AI-generated hotel room. It's hard to be sure.
This is going to be $2,400, and I might be in a car with no AC. So, thank you so much.
$2,400? Jeez. Alright. Why doesn't it shut
ADHD
up?
feels like...
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Where's my button? I can't find the button, god damn it. I'm so confused. Anyway. I just wanted to end tonight off with a bang. So much love, be kind, be well, stay trusty, all that good shit. And next time, potentially, we will review theoretically his video, because that thing is sitting down there in the pipe. Anyway, butt runs away. Alright, stay trusty. We'll see you next time.